Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening today. This is going to be the December 2021 general tarot reading for the zodiac sign Scorpio. As always, I do my best to provide you intuitive messages that you need to hear in this one video, but if it doesn't resonate with you, I do strongly encourage you to check out your sun, moon, and rising. We're going to take a look at when energies are wrapping up, coming to a close for you, so the last few weeks in November. We're going to take a look at what's coming for you in December. We're going to do a column specifically to career, finance, money. We're going to do another column on love, relationship, family. In our fifth and final column, we're going to take a look at a message from our future self or spirit guides. I also will do 3 yes or no questions for you, provide you with the healing note, and let you know what crystal to carry this month. With that being said, Scorpio, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to pull an affirmation card that's going to serve as a summary as well. We have the card, I will inspire. Inspiration is a great thing. So I feel like what this is saying is you definitely inspired somebody in these last few weeks. You could have been inspiring yourself, but it seems like you had an impact on somebody around you. Let's pull some clarifying cards and see what we come up with. So the first card, it seems like energy is getting better as time went along in November. With this first card, we have the 10 of Swords. This is a very tired card. This is like potentially something painful happened, but it's very, very tired. This is like kind of the rock bottom card. So hopefully we'll be moving up from there, Scorpio, but it seems like you kind of had a low recently. We also have the Hangman. The Hangman is like confusion. You're just kind of hanging there. You're waiting for guidance. You're waiting for something. You don't really know where to go next. However, if you flip this over, then it becomes the Fool and you're at a new beginning. Likely some of you have kind of like felt stagnant or like you were just hanging there, probably kind of in that low position. And we do, however, end with the Emperor card, which this is the respect card. This is a leadership card. It's strategic planning. Some of you might have felt like you weren't going in the direction you wanted, or maybe that you weren't being respected. Let's do some clarifying here. Fortunately, this is energy that's wrapping up, so we get to move on to something wonderful and new. The first clarifying card that we have is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is a card of friendship, celebration, circle of support. So I would say that you maybe felt like you were not supported, or maybe there was an accomplishment that went kind of unacknowledged, Scorpio. That's the message that's coming through that's relating to that 10 of Swords. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is very much so a work-related card. This is mastering your craft. It's enjoying your employment. So some of you might have been confused on the work front, like, where is my career going? What am I doing with my life? Is kind of what's coming to mind. Again, I feel like we are going to get clarity and move forward. Like some of you might have been questioning if you're making the right move, if you're doing the right thing. Then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very supportive leader type card. It's somebody that's tolerant and empathetic. Again, I feel like you maybe felt like your support system was not supporting you, that they weren't being empathetic with you. That's on top of the Emperor, which is like the respect card. So maybe somebody that you really typically respect, like in leadership, was not acknowledging you in the way that you would have hoped. So I just feel like maybe somebody wasn't as empathetic as they needed to be. What I'm getting is like you really had to inspire yourself to keep going. So it seems like it's kind of challenging energy wrapping up for you. However, this feels done with. Let's move forward and see what's coming in for you for December. I still do think that these people care about you, and I do think that you're on the right path. But let's see what we have for December. The next card that we have is I Am Connected. So this is really important that you do stay connected to those around you. Be connected to your inner self, to your higher self. Be connected with Mother Nature as well. Like, You can walk around outside barefoot to help yourself ground, but make sure you're staying connected. Let's see what's coming for you, Scorpio, in December. I would say that this is a great start, definitely. So we have the Strength card. The Strength card, this is like a card of self-love. This is unconditional love. It's self-respect. The lion also is going to symbolize courage. So I feel like you're going to have the courage, support, being connected to those that you need to go into the month of December, which is a great thing to have. You're back to like feeling this unconditional love that maybe you didn't feel like you had before. We also have the Chariot card. Somebody once described this to me as the vroom vroom card. It just means like things are actually going. Some of you might be getting a new car, which is great. This is like action and change. So you are going to have some sort of something is in movement. You're on this journey. You're going somewhere new. If you look at the Chariot card, there's a city in the background. And you're like going away from the city, and like people get kind of nervous because they don't always know where they're going. But with the Chariot card, you just know that you're going to the right place. So if some of you are going somewhere and you don't know you're going to the right place, just know that you are. We then have the Queen of Cups. This is very nurturing. This is very healing, and very supported. So I would say that you're back to this place of being well supported where maybe you didn't feel like you were supported before. So whatever journey you're on is the correct journey. You have the self-love. You're supported to go through this journey. Let's see what messages come in. So we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is potentially a new baby for some of you, a new relationship, a new proposal, new marriage. I do feel like you're like at this turning point where something new is going to be coming in. Again, with that Chariot, there's like new movement going forward. That's on top of the Strength card, which is self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. It's like you have new courage to do something, or newfound self-love, or some sort of like maybe new unconditional love in a relationship, which would be really beautiful. We have the Strength card again, so double strength. So everything about the Strength card times 2, Scorpio, for you in December. Again, this is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. Be courageous, have courage as you go on this journey into something new, this action and change. You have whatever strength you need for what's coming. Then we have the Highest Priestess. The Highest Priestess, this is feeling very favorable to you. This is like trusting your intuition and your gut. Like you know that you have what you need. Even though it doesn't feel like you know where you're going, you are going to the right place. This is also like kind of the card of mystery and secret, which ties back to the Chariot where like you don't necessarily know. So you're having a hard time seeing the future, but just trust the progress, trust the path that you're on. That's on top of the Queen of Cups, which is being healed, being supported. So just know this is the right path for you, Scorpio. Let's take a look at career, finance, money, and see what comes up. This could also be if you own businesses or you have investments, really anything money related. The first card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is something happening very quickly. This is a quick change. It's speed of action. It's news coming in. So I would say there's going to be some quick shift in work, or you're going to get news of something quite quickly. We have the King of Pentacles. Pentacles in this column is always good. The King of Pentacles is really like, it's very solid. So your solid work, solid income. It's also very practical. It's wise. It's a great card of investment. So if you have investment opportunities, overall this is a really sound money card, but maybe you're going to be getting a new investment, which I think will be really strong. But it's like what you have is solid, is the message that's coming through there. Then we have the Magician card, always a great card to have. This is like a very focused creativity. This is turning your visions into reality. I'm getting that some of you are going to want to start a business and it's going to happen way faster than you thought it would. But you're going to be able to start that business if that's what you want. Really, or like if there's a job that you want, you're going to get that job. So whatever you're wanting on the work front, it's going to come to you and it's going to come to you quickly. Let's clarify this column a little bit further. They're on another pentacle in there, which is good. So we have the King of Pentacles. This is, again, solid and practical. King of Pentacles twice. Definitely if there's new investment, I can't tell you enough to go for this new investment. Solid, practical. Again, this is like just good news coming in. Whatever the shift is going to be, it's going to be fast, but it's going to be practical and it's going to be a good move for you. So 2 King of Pentacles there for you. We have the Temperance card. Temperance is all about balance, harmony, moderation. So you're pouring the water between 2 cups, balancing it out. So I would say there's going to be some balance in work. Again, this is like so practical. Like you're not doing too much, you're not doing too little. You're in a really, really good spot. Like I can't say the word solid enough when it comes to career and finances for you, Scorpio. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Some of you might be feeling like you're kind of carrying a lot of burdens right now. So with the Ten of Wands, this person is carrying all the wands. They're kind of overwhelmed. Their head is down. They're like crying into it. It's like stress, exhaustion, too many burdens. I think this is going to speak to the Temperance card. So for those of you that are feeling burnout in work, that's going to come to an end. It's going to be back very level-headed, very solid, very practical for you. It's also on top of the Magician card. So like if some of you are working too hard, you have the ability to work not so hard. Remember, whatever you want, you can create into a reality. So wish for less burdens and you will have less burdens. Wish for a lighter workload, you'll have that lighter workload. Things are going to balance out. Like you're on a really solid practical path right now. Also take the new investment if that is where you're at. We also now are going to take a look at family, career, love, relationships, and see what we have. We have the Judgment card coming out first. This is clarity. This is a final decision potentially. This is favorable to you though. So if there's been any shifts in your relationship, I definitely say that it's favorable. But you might have like new clarity on what you want in a relationship or where your relationship is going. We'll of course clarify that. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is leaving a legacy. It's retirement. It's inheritance. Some of you might be retiring. Somebody in your family might be retiring. You could be receiving an inheritance from your family. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is like very long term though. Leaving a legacy. So I would say this relationship, whether you're entering into a new one or you're in a current one, I would say it's very long term. Then we have the Two of Swords. This is like sometimes having to compromise or make a decision. Some of you might feel like you're compromising in your current relationship. I would say if that's the case, you need to be clear about what you want. But let's clarify and see what messages we have coming through. We have the Knight of Swords first. The Knight of Swords is very fast. It's a lifestyle change. So on top of that Judgment card, this clarity that you have or this decision that was made is going to be a major lifestyle change. For those of you that decided to leave a relationship, I think this is going to be very impactful in a positive way. Those of you that are looking for clarity, that clarity is going to come to you quick. This feels like a good shift for you though. I love when tarot decks do this. So when we get 2 of the same cards, it's the universe saying, I said what I meant. So in this case, we have the Ten of Pentacles twice. So this is, again, some of you may be retiring, you may be getting an inheritance, definitely clear inheritance, money coming in, but again, very long term. Then we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is sometimes like betrayal or dishonesty in a relationship. It could also be moving away from something. So you see that this person is like picking up their swords and they're moving on to something new. So it's like trying to run away from a situation. We have that on top of the Two of Swords. This is very much so air energy or intellect type energy. But this is like that compromising and making a decision card. I would say if some of you are struggling to decide if you want to stay or go, these cards are telling you that you should go. All right, Scorpio, now let's take a look at a message from your future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Feel Lost. The nice thing about this affirmation card is when we feel lost, we do find ourselves and find the guidance that we need. So like you can see that this person is like cracking open the seashell and there's tons of light shining through. So when you're lost, you go within to find direction. There's also fish that are leading you, seahorses that are leading you, even the grass in this picture is leading you. So just because you feel lost doesn't mean that you actually are, Scorpio. Let's take a look and see where this takes us. We have the Empress card. The Empress card is a card of creation and abundance. This could also be a card of fertility. So for those of you that are trying to have children, this would be a really good card, or grandchildren. This is like being on the path though to creating something new and abundant. So maybe as you're feeling lost, you're finding that you can actually accomplish these new things. We have the Seven of Swords again. The Seven of Swords just came up. The Seven of Swords is theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and trying to move away. I am feeling that you're going to move on to something new and you're feeling kind of lost because you're leaving whatever this is. But it's going to lead to creation of something new and abundant for you. We have the King of Swords. This is very strategic. It's very long term, so it makes sense. It's also very intentional. So you're leaving whatever's you can move into this long-term abundance, but it may make you feel like you're a little lost. Let's clarify this message. We have the Emperor on top of the Empress. The Emperor is very long-term strategic thinking. That's just what we were talking about. It's a leadership card, so having to lead yourself into something new. It's also a card of respect, but you're going to be leading yourself through this transition. We have the Two of Wands, which is like waiting for results, having to make a choice. Some of you might actually be traveling. But this is, again, that card of making the choice, moving away from something. I'm going to say move on. Again, make the choice, stop waiting for the results, and make the choice, Scorpio. We have the Ace of Wands. This is new project. This is new inspiration. This is new urge to create. I feel like you're feeling that urge to create something that's very long-term, that's very intentional. So you've been thinking long about this thought. But you have two cards saying to move on. At this time, I am going to pull you several cards from the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. So these are going to be 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video really quick and think of them. And I'm just going to give you a short yes or no answer. The first question, so question number 1, is the Ten of Hearts. This is the number 7 card. That's going to be a yes. Our next card is the Two of Diamonds. This is the number 18 card. This is also going to be a yes. And for question number 3, we have the Ten of Spades. This is the number 30 card. This is going to be a no. So yes, yes, no to your question, Scorpio. I do also like to pull a card from the Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal that you can carry throughout the month that will support you. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your desk at work, put it on your nightstand. The card that is coming up for you, the crystal, is turquoise. This is about self-responsibility, and this gives you the ability to forge your own destiny. Makes total sense with what we were just talking about. So turquoise is your crystal this month. And then last but not least, I do like to leave with a healing note. We can always use more healing note in life, so we'll pull a card from this healing note deck. The healing note says, love creates miracles, heals all wounds, and purifies all energies. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. If you feel inclined to make a donation, I did include my Venmo in the comments box. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified as I post videos in the future. But thank you so much, Scorpio, and finish the year strong.